Welcome back to Intoxicated Opinions. After hours of debate, discussion, finally we come back and I get him to do some sit-down videos we can put on Spotify. Here we are, man. It's been a hot minute since we sat down and talk.
I wonder why.
We do liquor reviews. We do beer reviews. We have a reaction channel.
Some people don't have time for y'all. I do.
But first thing on our topics list, Katt Williams. Woo! Hey, man. Katt Williams might be my favorite non-main character in the movie when he played that pimp in Friday or Next Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. I just like his swag, his style, his voice, his attitude, everything just clicked. I was like,
Pimpin'.
That's what a pimp is. Yeah.
Well, he had Magic Dollar Wine in that too.
So recently he had an interview with Shannon Sharp. That's my dude, man.
Sat down with
I've been listening to Shannon Sharp since
Club Shay Shay.
Before Club Shay Shay, before Nightcap with Ocho, before
Undisputed.
No, in Undisputed. Probably his first 3 or 4 years in Undisputed, I started listening to Shannon. It was Shannon and Skip.
Yeah.
And so I've been following him for a hot minute. And he did an interview and things just blew up. I, unfortunately, am a busy man. So I didn't have time to watch the interview.
That between Harry Potter or is that between just let people know why you didn't watch it?
Almost. Hey, listen. So I'm going to ask some questions. And because I'm sure some of you watching has not seen the 3-hour interview. 3 hours?
Yeah, I watched it.
The whole?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I know a lot of people that watch the whole interview.
What I took away from kind of like the summary of the interview is Katt Williams addressed other comedians that's in his space and set the story straight and told the truth or his perspective of the truth about situations.
His version. Yeah.
Yeah. And things happen. And apparently, I'm on Facebook and there's a lot of memes like talking about Steve Harvey's hairline and wearing wigs and there's some random stuff. So I just want to get your interpretation so I can react to that.
Oh, man. I think it's a lot of truth in what he says, and I think it's also a lot of fabrication in what he says.
Oh, you think he's lying some?
When he said he read 3,000 books in 1 year, yeah, unless they was like short books, Cat in the Hats. Because I think I read like 8 of those books in one day before when, back when we had the little where you buy books and you got the Dr. Seuss books. And
you used to get, if you remember the book club,
you
could go to Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can remember reading those.
Time out. I'm tired of our people calling us boomers.
What is that?
The people in the comments talk about, look at these boomers.
I don't care.
You don't care?
Yeah.
You're not going to start responding like you said you would?
I'm old. Yeah, I am old.
I'm young.
I'm an old school cat.
I ain't got not a gray in. All right, go ahead.
Like the way I said that? I'm an old school cat.
Katt Williams, I get it. I get it.
But when it comes down to it, I think that the interview was very on point, if you ask me. I think a lot of stuff that he said, you can find videos or other people, second.
Can vouch for him?
That are vouching for him, basically. That are being like, he's right, or you can find jokes of them using the same jokes, or you can find clips of people saying that Katt Williams is an upstanding person, that he's a good person, and he gave them money. I don't think nobody came on there and said that what he said was a lie, or that they remember that. I think it was one person that said that these people was at the Laugh Factory, but he didn't say at the Laugh Factory. He said performing.
Right.
So I think that,
And
you can try to use words and a lot of times to mean different things if you try to, kind of like women and man, gender, identity. But I think at the root of it, what he said was the truth.
So I didn't watch the 3-hour video of him. I might have to listen to it. But I did watch responses from Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco, right? You know who the Bengals receiver.
Yeah. I know who Ocho Cinco is.
So they on Nightcap talking about it. Like Katt Williams broke the internet. He got X amount of subscribers after the video dropped.
600,000.
And then people started blaming Shannon.
That was stupid.
Yeah. But apparently Katt Williams just had this on his chest and he chose Shannon to be the platform to release it. So
no, what happened was all those other people came on. Well, the majority of those people came on
Shannon
Shannon Sharp
Sharp
show,
yeah.
said what they said, and then he came on and he said what he said.
Between Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Richard Pryor, or Katt Williams, whose side are you leaning on?
Katt Williams.
Katt, okay. I was just checking, man. You said you old, so you might be. Oh, Richard Pryor's a goat.
I mean, I can remember like Kings of Comedy when it came out. I think the funniest part of Kings of Comedy was Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people kind of, it resonates. So when you hear Steve Harvey talking bad about Bernie Mac, and this does sound like jealousy.
And you know what? I be hearing a lot of things about Steve just outside of comedy, just like a show he does.
Listen, in the black community, right, we thought Steve Harvey's hairline was legit. We thought it was the freshest hairline. When we learned that shit wasn't real, it was like, damn, this motherfucker done lied this long. So
I feel stabbed in the back.
So that's just like one lie.
Right.
And that lie, after that, it's like everything else is like, when something else comes out about him, it's like, it feels like the truth, regardless.
Really?
Yeah.
Just from a hairline?
Yeah. You don't understand that hairline meant a lot. Because people be like, man, I want that Steve Harvey hairline. When you go to the barbershop and in the black community, a hairline is a staple. A haircut is a staple too.
Mine too, man. That's why my beard
Bro,
on
you ain't had
point.
hair in 8 years.
I'm talking about my beard line.
And you go to Supercuts.
I do this myself. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about before that. Did you go to Supercuts?
I go to anywhere. It's a white haircut.
That's the difference. We don't just go to anywhere.
So Steve Harvey's already been kind of under the microscope anyway,
right,
for authenticity.
And so when he was like, you know, he brought up the situation where he was the person that said that was a toupee or that was a man piece on his head. Like it hit. So it was like a lot of people don't understand that. Don't understand like how that felt, even in the black community.
You know what? For me to get the full story, I might have to go and listen to all the guests that Shannon brought on first. Steve Harvey, Richard Pryor.
Why do you keep saying Richard Pryor? Richard Pryor is dead.
Are you sure? I thought that's who they was talking about.
Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Michael Blackson.
Bro, I'm telling you, Katt Williams used the word Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor is dead.
Okay, maybe I was high. I don't know.
Been dead.
I thought that's what he was saying.
No, Richard Pryor's been dead.
I'm just kidding. I don't smoke. So.
Sid the Entertainer, Steve Harvey been on there. I think not Michael Blackson.
It could have been him.
Somebody else. I can't think of all the people that he named or he talked about. But I mean, Sid had the same joke. I think somebody pulled up the same joke with Katt Williams too.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Kevin Hart. That's what it was.
Responds to
You said
insults.
Richard Pryor.
A list of everyone Katt Williams has beef with. 37 million views. Cedric the Entertainer, of course.
Yeah. Said something about Gary.
Charlemagne Lagarde. He's still around.
I don't think he said nothing about him. Chris Rock.
Diddy. Faison Love.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Ludacris.
Yeah.
Luda. What? Hold on.
Ludacris made a whole diss song.
Michael Blackson.
Bro, where are you at? You are just behind the times on this.
Ricky Smiley. That's what I was thinking of. Okay. I kept saying Richard Pryor. Ricky Smiley. Okay.
Two different.
Okay. Hey.
Then he made the comment about people being in dresses.
Cross-dressing, huh?
Yeah, so, you know.
Tyler Perry.
I don't know if that carries a lot of weight in like the white community as it does the black community. But
Nope.
It had that whole, like, people that went back and did their research to where Kevin Hart was like, nah, I can't see myself doing that. You have to make a stand on the line. And this motherfucker came out in a purple dress. So it's
Money
like,
talks.
yeah.
You know what? I just heard this thing. My girlfriend just got a Mulan puzzle from Disney.
Yeah.
And so I was like, fuck, I probably ain't watched that movie in 20 years. So I watched it. And they're cross-dressing in there. Mulan, the girls pretended to be a dude. And at the end, her and the dudes pretend to be girls to slip into the castle. So I'm like, damn, cross-dressing. Maybe it's been always in front of my face. I just haven't.
I think it always has been out there. I think they throw it in cartoons, but I don't think it's been highlighted as much as now. You had Tom and Jerry that did it.
Yeah.
Jerry would throw on dresses sometimes, or You know, they put on dresses in order to like fool the other character.
We just called it pretending.
Yeah, we didn't take it.
You can't
seriously.
say that. You can't say pretending now, or else
you're gonna get me in trouble. But I say that to say that a lot of times, you know, they feel like in order for black actors to get certain roles, they have to wear dresses, especially comedians,
right?
Because they don't take them serious.
Medea, but that's not true though. Miss Doubtfire.
That's what I was thinking.
That was a great movie.
But
I don't care
outside
what
of
no
Miss
one says.
Doubtfire, who's the next?
They ain't gotta be in a movie. They just
Jim
wear
Carrey.
dresses to be. Just wear
Jim
dresses.
Carrey has. As far as comedians, I'm talking about. So you got Jim Carrey
And Robert Williams.
But a lot of other people don't. Step Brothers, both of them. I've never seen them in a dress. Have you?
Will Ferrell. Mm-mm. You know, WWE, they don't have creative control over their character, so sometimes they got to wear pink, or they got to act sus, you know what I'm saying? Or they got to wear a dress.
But they're not comedians neither.
No, but I'm just saying, they're doing this for money. I want the money, what do I have to do? I don't care what it looks like, how it's receptive.
But I think a lot of times he's saying that these people that get those roles have to also cross other barriers.
And I also heard that, you know, I did hear one part about Katt Williams playing Santa Claus in one of those movies.
No. You gotta watch it. God damn.
Fuck, I'm gonna watch it eventually. Dang.
Fuck. This is crazy. No,
But some of these people ain't watched this. That's why.
Basically, it was like Ricky Smiley said that he was supposed to be the pimp instead of being the Santa
Oh,
Claus.
yeah.
And Katt Williams like, no, you're never supposed to be the pimp. The pimp was always me. That's what
Because and then he said, here's why. They had a Santa Claus costume to fit you.
right.
They didn't have one to fit me, so how would I?
Say he was too
So some of the things he say does logically make sense. Like, okay, these people are just talking.
What Ricky Smiley said is he went out for the part. And that's the original part. And he was given the original part until Katt Williams did the interview. And then once Katt Williams did the interview, they put him in the Santa Claus. That's what that's what the thing is about.
He was talking about Katt Williams stole Richard Smiley's lines. He was like, I wrote who is it?
Ricky Smiley.
Ricky Smiley.
Yeah.
I wrote those lines, so how can I steal them, you know? So there's some things in his argument, if true, I'm on Katt's side, but how did this get so blown out of proportion? Comedians beefing? What the fuck is going on here? This is a way to start 2024.
What Katt Williams did was expose the hypocrisy and expose what goes on in Hollywood and how in order to get certain roles in certain places, you have to do certain things. And he wasn't willing to open his mouth or his booty hole, is what he said, to get those roles.
He did mention that rape in Friday, remember?
Yeah, he said that Ice Cube came back and said it wasn't supposed to be no rape. But he said it was initially a rape. And that he decided to not go with the rape.
Right. That's crazy. Hollywood.
And I kind of believe him because, unfortunately, what Ice Cube said contradicts what happened in the Players Club. Ebony was raped in the Players Club. Was beaten and raped. You could say that we left it up to imagination, but that's what most people took away with it, was that she was beaten and raped, and that Junior went to jail. Can't use the R word, can we? She was beaten and S.A.'d.
S.A.'d.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Sexually assaulted.
God, Lee, you just say those fucking words. Bro,
I would say pillaged, plundered.
That's what you do to an island, right? A state, a country. So I think
I need to listen to this interview.
yeah, you do. You're so late. Got to get off Harry Potter, brother.
They will agree. Legacy is great.